speaking with Nedina Brocks with sickle cell anemia awareness of San Francisco. And people talk about coronavirus and how, dangerous that is. Everybody's still so afraid of it. But what they may not know is that in the African American community, we're still dealing with sickle cell anemia, and Nedina here, she's dealt with it on a very personal level. So I wanted to say hi to you.
Hello, how are you?
And say thank you very much for putting it out there.
Sure, no problem. I mean, it's an important topic. My son passed away in 2013, and he had sickle cell anemia. He also had kidney failure and a host of other things, because that's what comes with sickle cell anemia. So we started this organization in 2014 to broaden the awareness and to advocate for quality care and empower through education, because that's what's necessary and that's what's needed. It's unfortunate that the medical professionals don't understand this disease, but that's why we're here, to try to bridge that gap between the patients and the medical professionals.
And I like the vibe. I like the energy. I think I could just stand back and just hand you the mic, and you'd be like right there, which is great. That's great. So what is it that you want the community? You're here at the Black Expo. What is it that you want this community to know?
I want this community to know that sickle cell anemia awareness of San Francisco exists, and that we are doing everything that we can to reach out to this part of California, because we recognize that there's a host of patients here that are not getting the care that they need. Number one, don't have some organization in place to advocate for them. So that's where we come in.
And can you tell us what are the symptoms that one might look for with sickle cell?
Well, mainly the symptoms are intense pain, fatigue, hydration, that become dehydrated, and they can have small strokes that you don't even know. They call them silent infarcts, but they could have those as well, all the while that they're just going through their regular day. So it's a silent killer disease, because it's a debilitating disease that works on the inner organs. So every time that a patient has what they call a pain crisis, it's deteriorating some organs within their system. See, and the pain crisis comes from the clogging of the sickled cells. The cells are shaped this particular way, so when they're flowing through the vessels and the arteries, because they're sticky and thick and hard and rigid, they get stuck in the passages, and they keep the circular cells from passing through, carrying the oxygen to the rest of the body. So that's when the pain crisis begins. And they could have pain in their arms, in their legs, in their back, all over their body. I just had a young woman here that said that she grew up in New Orleans, and they didn't know what to do about sickle cell. So she stayed at home for the most part and dealt with the pain. Until this day, that's what patients are doing, because they realize that when they go into the emergency, because there aren't enough clinics established, when they go into the emergency, there's uneducated professionals there that don't know how to treat them. So they mistreat them, they misunderstand them, they misdiagnose them. This woman told me that they told her she was having growing pains, and she was going to grow out of this. She did not find out that she had sickle cell till she was 24 years old.
So now, what should someone do if they even suspect that they or a family member or friend has sickle cell anemia?
They should ask to be tested, because newborn screening didn't begin until 1990. So patients that are people that are 29 or 30 years old today have no clue if they have the disease or the trait or anything, because like I said, they just started that newborn screening in 1990. So they need to go in and ask for that test, because it's not just a regular blood test. They need to go in and say, because a lot of people mix up anemia with sickle cell anemia. Okay, which is two different diseases, right? Yes. So yeah, they have to ask for that specifically.
And how do they contact you?
They can contact me through my website at www.SCAASF.org. They can give me a call. Our email is crises, that's CRISIS, at SCAASF.org. scaasf.org.
And so here on the Square Biz Podcast, we have something called One Last Thing. So what we want you to do is give us one last thing.
Before you leave, give you one last thing?
One last thing.
Everyone needs to get on board and support this disease. It's unfortunate that the racial element plays a big part in this, but we've got to look beyond that and try and help these people because what they feel is real and they are still dying.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. This is Aaron Boyce with Square Biz Podcast. Peace out.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.